Hello, what up people? I'm live. Welcome to Peter Ray's Adventures. Welcome to the Legendary Legends live stream thing, guest hangout. So what I'll do in a bit is stick that link in to the side chat. Make sure you've got a face and a name and all that, so I know can let you in. If not, sorry, I can't come in. And all that stuff. Let me just mute myself. Oh, I'm muted. So, if you don't know, my name's Peter, part-time eBay reseller from Epsom in Surrey, home of the Derby, famous Derby, 30 years old, had a shave. Well, I'll keep that bit, but shaved. As you see in previous videos, I was bearded out, even though I get patches where I don't grow it, but never mind. Been part-time since like forever, since beginning of 2016, and then obviously YouTube done since like May 17. So yeah, even though there was videos before that. So let us know how the sound quality is. We'll go through and say hello. Tom's got to go do his tax return. No worries, Thomas. Even Laura, PVP's popped in, Derek's popped in. Chris has popped in from Cookie in the Haydens. Hello, hello, hello. Ali's popped in as well. Just get down the end of the chat. Becca's popped in. Welcome, Becca. Good to see you here. Richie's Pickings popped in. Rosie's popped in as well. If you've got any questions, let me know where you've got questions and etc. 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 Because obviously StreamYard lags behind. I'm also on Facebook as well. So if you're on Facebook, say hello, give me a like and all that. Turn that down. Cheers, PVP. Yeah. So as I say, I couldn't really think of a topic because obviously, as most people know, we're still indoors here in the UK, England, Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, all that jazz. So we're stuck indoors. The most exciting thing we do is go to the post office or go down the shops for the old supermarket if we can get the stuff off. Anyway. So yeah. Oh well. But I thought I'd just do a hangout thing. So if anyone wants to pop in, get that link popped in a sec. Just say hello to everyone. DJL1NK's popped in. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you in before, but if you popped in for any other video I've done, let me know and how you found the channel. It's always nice to see new people in, as well as the legendary people who popped in for loads and loads of times, for example. Let's have a look there. Don't think I missed anyone now. Right. As I say, I'll put that link in here in a second. So you've got face, still that jazz, and yes, PvP, yeah, all quite a lot of it, yeah. Hi Green Bear, thanks for popping in, mate. Appreciate that. We shall be back, PvP, don't you worry. And there'll be a million haul videos coming on everyone's channel. Hi, Jimmy. Thanks for popping in. Jasmine's popped in as well. So what I'll do, because this is a guest hangout, come to have a chat, have a relaxation sort of thing, and that. Invite there, copy that, stick that in there. So as I say, do come in. If you've got a channel, like, or even if you haven't got a channel, just come in. Obviously, if you don't want to come in and have your face on the screen, you can, or haven't got a webcam, just put on there and just come in and say who you are. And because sometimes they put different names in to people who I can know. And if you have got a webcam, then say like obviously at the bottom and who you are and all that, just makes it easier. Here's the link. Oh, give me a second. Oh, did that pop in the right one? I am not sure. Must have done. 4B. Hi, Chris Tyler. So I'm trying to get through. Streamer.com. 4B. I think that's the right one. I'll put it in again just in case. I'll click something else there. Hi, Chris. Hi, Green Bear. Laura. So if you want to pop in through Facebook or through YouTube, then please do. Anyone's got any questions, let me know. And as I say, last week, if you saw, I did Jackbox with Lucy Resells, and that was great. That'll be done once a month or so. And we'll get that done as a thing going forward. and then obviously have some guests on, and if I can get a whole sometimes to show it live or just chat with you. So if you want to pop in, then please do. So guest slot hangout, be alive an hour and a half or so. So yeah, I say, you got any questions? Do pop them in. But apart from that, I haven't really been doing a lot. Fair enough lately, because obviously just been listing what I've got to list, trying to find out and get more items coming in, which is quite difficult at the moment, whether it's wholesale or other bits and pieces. Haven't really watched much YouTube, to be honest. I did actually, kind of think of it, I did post on my Instagram. By the way, that's in the description below, and so is my Facebook page. So do go and like and share and all that jazz with them. Say hello in my Instagram or Facebook page. But I did put in my Instagram, I think it was, I was watching Band of Brothers again, the mini series from set in World War II, from the American side of things. I thought, because like, now, I was like, oh god, just love, brilliant series to watch. It's just something to do while away, an hour or so. Just sort of like, because you can't keep on the go all the time. That's the problem with it all, and you need something to sort of occupy yourself. Like obviously, if you've got a family, of course, young kids are doing that sort of thing, or if you're out thrifting, if you're either in America, Australia, or wherever else you are in the world, and then obviously, and that sort of thing. But it's just nice because obviously my home as well, so I just like sort of try and concentrate myself to do reselling, and then if I get time, I just relax. But I know it's a good series to watch, to be fair. What's in the chat there? So I did say hi to Stu. Crap today. Someone left a negative, which I got removed. Now someone's just cancelled an order they placed 10 minutes ago, saying 11-year-old daughter's placed. Oh god, that's like when you, for example, like when people pick up like the ashes. It's old, it's done, it's gone. God, geez, some people, can't stand that, to be honest. Yeah, I had that one the other day. Someone cancelled an order straight away. I was like, why would you cancel an order? What's the point? Just buy the thing. Yeah, oh, it is. It's brilliant. Like, so many great stars in it. Even stars that you don't realise that were in it, like Colin Hanks, Tom's brother, I think, or his son. I can't remember now, brother, son, or whatever. Oh, loads and loads and loads that you see. But no, it's good. I've got episode 4, just trying to reacquaint, because I've not seen it in years. Last time I saw it fully on DVD was when I was working. That was a few years ago now, working with kids. I used to watch it at lunchtimes, and I used to watch it just while I was being busy as such. So I thought, why not? Even Antoinette, this Michelle has popped in there. Andrew's in. Hello, Andrew. Aid's in as well. Everyone's in. No worries, Derek. Yeah, that's still okay, mate. You can list as well. Always nice to have some company pop in on the streams. That's fine. Yeah, that's it. I haven't done much really today. It's such did a bit of tidying up and a few drafts, and that's really about it. All my orders went yesterday. I've got one more to ship. A pair of Vans I got in the low top blue Vans that sold today, but I sent them on Friday. So, basically PVP. For anyone who doesn't understand that reference for the Ashes, it's the UK versus Australia. They do go around every set amount of years, like a little for a little trophy like that big. It's called the Ashes. Freddie Flintoff was one of the previous participants. Sometimes in Australia, sometimes UK. They alternate every so often. And there's a DVD box set that basically people used to pick up years ago that was worth next to nothing. You could mainly get £8 or £9 if on a good day. And this used to see them quite a lot in charity shops. The Ashes, if I can find a picture of it, if you don't know what it There we go. Just have a look. People don't know what it is. The machines DVD box. It's like a UK reseller sort of thing. If you know what I mean. There. StreamYard, share screen, share audio, share that. So, if you don't know what it is, it's like this. The Ashes. It's the DVD box set, official 3-disc DVD box set. People you pick up quite a lot, and then people constantly on the video, oh, got the Ashes, and all that sort of thing. So it's just like that, and you for cricket sort of thing, just randomly for cricket. In that respect, so it's nothing like much, but it was like a little running joke in that way. No one Green Bear, no worries. Hello. Two cakes popped in there, so that's what it basically means. So if anyone wants to pop in, let me know, and I'll put a link in back in if you can't find it up on the stream. I'm streaming from Facebook as well. If anyone's got any questions you want to ask me, or anything happening in there today or whenever, I ain't really been out to be fair. Basically, it's been absolutely chucking it down. It's still chucking it down now. Hurricane, some sort of, well, not hurricane, but you know what I mean, some sort of big weather front in the UK, and it's really bad at the moment. So it's been raining all day, so couldn't do a lot. Anyway, hi Jamie, popping from Facebook. Lucy's popped in. I don't know. It's just like a really small tea cakes, really small trophy. Don't know why they play for it, but on there, Lucy popped in there. Hi Lucy. Yeah, cool. We are good. 30 people watching. Brilliant. Oh, my phone's going flying for handle. I'm alive on my channel, am I? Someone started following me. Marana Rodriguez, thank you very much. Follow me on Instagram. If I pronounce that right. Random people follow me, but cheers for that. As I say, I try and do reselling content on there, and non-reselling on. Same with my YouTube as well. Try and do a bit of both, but Bale. Oh, okay. I never really follow cricket to be fair, Stu. Gonna leave me a link in seller. Thanks for popping in. 31 watching. Put the link in again if anyone wants to pop in and say hello. Whatever they're doing, doesn't matter what you're doing, or there you go. Lovely. Straight in. I just know Freddie Flintoff from like Freddie Fries. He went to Australia and with his friend with a chip van, a league of their own, a UK comedy panel sort of like quiz show. And he's been in the Australian jungle, won it. So yeah, everyone's all sorts. Like there's loads. I just can't remember these things, but yeah. Okay, yeah, Lucy's Reseller's got her own channel, and the little cat Smithy's everywhere. More Smithy, please. So I'm just going down with chat. Folks, you're watching, brilliant. There's, as I say, the links in there. If you want to pop in and say hello, make sure you can see your face, or if you are not in the camera, then obviously hear your voice. Okay, let me have a pop on. Let's put it on the thing actually. Let me just put it on there. Any questions? Please do ask. There we go. Popping that down there. Pin the message on there. So to the pin. Any questions for me? Do ask. There we go. Pop there. Just check the sound. But it gets quite repetitive. As like if you're in the UK, like at the moment, like even the first and the 1, 2, and 3 lockdown, we get quite repetitive. Sitting indoors. I'll go out for exercise. Oh no, I can't because there's a million people out. Very annoying, to be fair. And that's why the friends I've got as well, and as well as the Reseller community, I've actually been a godsend, to be fair. Keep me sane. Marcella's popped in. Thanks for popping in, Marcella. Cheers for that. I haven't seen you around for a while, but thanks for popping in. Julie Buttons popped in. Thanks for popping in. Yeah. Oh god. Don't start Freddie boxing. Did you see that from Freddie? Freddie and Tom. What's his name? Tom. Someone. He's that tall comedian, and they were mucking about on Instagram, or was it might be Twitter actually? And Shawn Michaels called him out because Freddie thinks that he can go in a wrestling ring and to do that just because he's got a couple of muscles. And he called him out to get his ass like to NXT UK when the pandemic sort of like quieting down, then he can fly over. Freddie's a ledge. PVP, no, I haven't really. I've tried to source a little bit online, but as you know, we can't go out to source as a pandemic, but we can sort of do it online for varying means, either Facebook, wholesale, but yeah, as I say, there may be things in the future that I'll do a whole video on, but lacking at the moment, obviously. But I've still got other videos to edit, a day vlog from the other day and some nice little walks I did around my area in the first lockdown, which I need to edit. Yeah, same here. Julia, YouTube and talking to friends outside of YouTube, talking to people on stream and whatever else. It's like really kind of needed to just I don't know, be what's the word? Just help, pretty much, yeah. Because if you don't know, I've got a mild form of Asperger's, and oh, okay. I'm sorry, I just saw someone gone live, but anyway, Asperger's and that, and it's quite a hard thing to deal with. Sort of like not knowing where you're coming or going or what you're doing or whatever else. But I kind of get used to it in a way. Reselling helps and chatting to you guys and friends and other people and stuff. Yeah, oh yeah, it was pretty good with Top Gear with what's his name from Phoenix Nights with Peter Kay, Patrick McGuinness. Even though he's got a knife misses. And the other short guy, I forgot what his name is now, but no, they took it off quite well. Yeah, I know. Same with the others, like John Luke and that. But no worries, you're still here, legendaries. We'll get some people on in a minute. Derek will come on in a minute, and others. LB's Impact popping in. There, thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. I wondered what you missed the most with situation. Do you mean what I missed the most outside of when I can go outside and do what I like? Well, other than like, I tell about the eBay side, and that's sourcing, going around places sourcing and vlogging, where I'm sourcing and showing people things and meeting people, and people come up to me and say, or come up to me in a distance and say, "Oh, I know you from so and so. You do Pete Ray's Adventures. I know you're the Thai man, or you do this." Yeah, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate that. Nice little to get to know people, and also as well with YouTube, going to meetups because I miss the meetups once or twice a year. I mean to Bristol, where Carla lives, and to Hitchin, and they're the best things you could ever do. Go to a meetup, but yeah, it's like you can watch them out all on the videos because Andrew's done a few of the meetup like live streams. I've done a couple of 3 videos of meetups on my channel, and there's other ones as well, meetups. Yeah, definitely, Julie. We're here together, a great community. Hey, all right, Kurt. Thanks for popping in, Kurt. Appreciate that. Kurt's popped in there. Kurt Roberts. He's he does when he can urban exploring and also a lot of photography. He's got a website as well, and he does photography in his YouTube channel. He's got 3 channels, one for gaming, and Funko Pops as well, and does lots of good live streams. Just check out Kurt's channel and everyone else's, of course, as well. Hopefully, well, Kurt. I missed your chat the other day, by the way, and I need to catch up on your latest video where you share your what's in your kit bag. It looks very interesting. But at the moment, it's like quite a lot because I haven't really got into the swing of things at the moment with catching up on videos or even reselling, trying to do bits and pieces here and there. Oh, don't worry. No thanks. Lose no offense to ads, legend, but couldn't be doing all that philosophy talk. It's like if ads came to meet up, it'd be philosophy. I'll be like, you know what I mean? I'll fall asleep with that. Hi, Richard Payne, popping in, mate. If you want to pop in, please do. Well, yeah. Oh, of course, yeah. I've just kind of got used to it, wearing a mask. I can't wear the mask because I wear glasses, and I normally wear them when I'm out quite a lot. With the ones that come up to here, all around your chin, they see them up with the glasses. Even though you pinch your nose like that, you pinch your nose, pinch the mask where the nose is, and it's usually okay. You go, and then it steers out the glasses. But I wear one that my mum made with underneath cut off here, and it's perfectly fine. Even Ian. Well, yeah, definitely, Kurt. Yeah, it would be great, but we are where we live. Derek's popped in. I'll pop in Derek in a sec. Okay, lovely. Evening, Derek.
Hiya. How are you?
How's things, mate?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Just catching up on some late night listing.
Yeah, no worries. Why not? Yeah, no worries. There's not much else to do, so I might as well get listing.
That's it.
Yeah. Anything particularly you're listing, or is it just random stuff?
Just random stuff from my death piles. Trying to clear them. But I have hit the point where I think I've run out of like really good stuff now.
Yeah.
So I'm back to like the real sort of lower end.
Lower end, yeah, the bread and butter sort of, yeah, cheap, yeah.
I struggled today. Yesterday I managed to list quite a few like high value things, but today I've struggled to get some decent stuff to list.
It can be quite hard though. Yeah. When we're sort of stuck indoors and you can't go places, but yeah.
It's all got to be listed, so.
Oh, of course, yeah, it's all got to be done. Yeah, it's always good to have a balance of on your store of high value to the lower value.
Yeah, that's right. So I don't mind it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and that's what I feel like. I've we pretty much run out of good stuff to list. It's like, because what I drafted in today? Let me have a look. Nothing decent. Oh, a couple of these, they're not worth a lot.
All right.
Yeah, it's down to a dregs, mate.
That is the strategy guides. Is that right?
Yeah, the signature strategy guide. Yeah.
Right.
Number 4. And then just media. A bit of media.
Right.
Yeah, nothing spectacular really, but it's all got to go on.
Yeah, I've got loads of stuff like that, but I mean, I've got a pile here of media that is just sitting there since last lockdown last year. So,
oh right,
I can't be bothered to list it. But
yeah,
I'll get to it in the end. I might get to it, or I'm going to sort of put in loads of boxes and maybe do a car boot next year or something, or later this year.
That's fair enough. Yeah,
if they ever open, that is.
Well, I hope so. Chat, I hope so.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
But do you ever get FOMO though when you watch people from like America or Australia sourcing, or do you like?
Yeah, I've been watching some of John's videos, Cincinnati Pickers.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
He's been out buying lockups and stuff like that, full of stuff.
Dear.
So,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I mean, I do get a chance to go to an auction the end of January.
All right.
Well, it's online only, so possibly I might bid on there. Although I can't view it, the only thing I can do is view them online, so I can't actually.
I see. Yeah.
And their photos are always pretty rubbish. So
yeah, you take a chance with what you got. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have a few bids on some if there's anything really decent there. But I'm quite happy going through the death piles because I really
yeah, that's good to go through a death pile, especially when obviously we let out again and we source a lot. So
yeah, I mean, as soon as things open up again, I'm going to be buying more stock again. So
yeah,
it's definitely worth trying to clear them, make them space.
Yeah, definitely is. Yep. Hi,
Hello.
VP.
Hi.
Hello.
How's you guys doing?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
How's it going?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Day by day, like over there, I guess.
Yeah. Lucy, I'm listing those individually. Can't be bothered to keep bundling things up.
I noticed you had two Star Wars ones.
Yeah.
Would it be worth waiting for the third one and then doing a bundle?
Very true, yeah.
It's always postage on that sort of stuff. Well, I've got some VHSs up
yeah,
there.
no, they're quite high,
yeah. £2.50 or something for Hermes, postable.
Mm-hmm.
And how much are they going to... I mean, the ones I've got are pretty rubbish, I think. You know, we'll be talking like £5 delivered, that sort of thing. So, I don't know. I really just want to sort of clear that sort of stuff in bundles if I can.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah, I do a fair amount of bundles. Yeah, when I can.
But I suppose if you haven't got anything else to list, it's worth putting on there separately.
Yeah. I've got bits and pieces. I've got about 50 odd VHS tapes. No, right. As you already know, I brought a bundle of them for next to nothing from a friend of mine, and then the rest of them are just from around the car boots.
Yeah. Yeah, if you got
I've been there for about 6 months. I just sat down in the shed. I'm like, in bag, I'm like, oh, we've got to get them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to do some bundles, I think, too. I've got piles of stuff on the shelves that I really need to get listed.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Kind of hard to source, though, these days. Like, our charity shops are still open here. The trouble is, anytime I've gone there over the last few months, it seems to be mostly just junk and nothing much very good, really.
Yeah, of course they're all closed. They're all closed here, but you know, as I said, I'm just pleased I'm starting to clear some of this death pile.
Yeah, because I remember, didn't you show in the video or something that you had space, or was it on the lads chat? Yeah, Derek, you had space on the shelves.
Yeah, well, one of the death pile areas, because I've got a few different different rooms death piles in. And there's a couple of shelves now that are quite bare, so that's quite good because when the boot sales do open up, I've got somewhere to put some more stuff. But I'm pleased about having the death piles because otherwise I'd be struggling. You know what I mean? So
yeah, definitely, yeah.
I do think it's a good idea to keep some sort of death pile. I mean, probably not to the extremes I've got them, but you know, I think having a nice couple of shelves full of unlisted stock is always good. You know,
definitely would help. Yeah,
even if like the car boot sales are rained off for like 3 or 4 weeks in a row, then you know they come in quite handy. So just because you know, hopefully, unlikely that we'll have something like this again in the near future. You know, once it all opens up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah,
it'll be good to keep a death pile just for like rainy days. You know.
Yeah, I guess usually the car boots would start around end of March, early April, something like that.
Yeah, roughly. I mean, I'm quite lucky. The ones I go to all year round. They go quite small, so don't really pick up that much over the winter. But
I imagine they probably won't be starting up before summer this year, though.
Yeah, I mean, they've extended the lockdown in Scotland to mid-February
Right,
now,
yeah.
I think. So definitely not until then. But the biggest one I go to, I think they're not going to be opening up, for I think it's like April, May time. They've already so
I'd imagine until they get more vaccines rolled out, they're probably going to be careful.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the vaccines are going really slow here. I think they've probably done about 1.5% of the population here so far. And we were supposed to get a whole bunch of vaccines from Pfizer, but they've apparently cut the shipment in half now because they're sending a lot of it to Europe. I guess they need it more there. So
yeah.
But we should get more by the end of March, they say. So.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Fingers crossed. People start getting it, and then they could open up things gradually, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully by sometime this summer things will start to get back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Normally, on a normal average year, my nearest car boot opens in March, usually about middle of March, and then I've got a couple that open in May, and then I think a couple further away, now I've got open, I think like March or April, but obviously as you're saying, this year, no.
Yeah, they start to get pretty good. Like I said, they're open all year round normally, but they start to get quite good that sort of time. People start wanting to go out then. The average Joe, they don't want to go out to a freezing cold field and sit there to sell all their rubbish, So a lot of people store stuff up until it opens up, and then
they do. Yeah, and that's why you get quite a lot of stuff.
I would imagine. Yeah. I would imagine if they don't open up till say June or something, that there could be a ton of stuff, a backlog of all kinds of stuff showing up at the car booth.
There'll be a ton of people literally find stuff.
It'll probably be madness for the first month or so.
It was a bit like that last year, wasn't it? When they opened up briefly.
June or July when we was, yeah.
But I think it was counteracted by quite a lot of people didn't want to go out as well.
That's true. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah.
Even though they might have the stuff, they probably
not really saw some charity shops because my ones around my area and a bit further were quite expensive. They put the prices up again, and I noticed that after the second lockdown finished, and you've had a few weeks. Best Buy, and I was looking at charity shops and I'm like, wow, very expensive. But
I tend not to go to charity shops if I can avoid it. Just that I always end spending.
Yeah, it's always nice to go and you kind of go when I'm around an area at some point.
The charity shops, they put their prices up here too, so I think they're kind of taking advantage of people being, at home more. Like they put their DVDs up by like $1, and you guys had the car boots open like last summer, didn't you? Even when the COVID thing was starting.
Yeah, we had it open.
Yeah, wow.
They started to close down around sort of November.
Really? Wow.
I was going to one. I think it was early December. I was still getting to one.
Oh, right.
I'm surprised they had them open like that.
Yeah, end of October. That was right.
Yeah,
I was surprised when they stayed open like so late in the year.
Yeah.
I
thought the government would have shut them down earlier, but
we went into this tiering system. So my boot sale was in the tier 3, which allowed them to stay open, but then they went to tier 4 and then it had to close.
Close. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But every week I was going because the government was announcing revisions to the tiers every week. And I knew whether it would be the last boot sale. So every week I was making sure
you're going, yeah.
Yeah, try and stock up as much as possible. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's why I've got quite a bit. Well, I had a bit of a backlog of decent items, but pretty much listed all that now. So I'm back to the stuff that I didn't list in the last lockdown. So
I know what you mean. I've got loads of that as well.
There's so much stuff there, though. It's unbelievable. There's just stuff I don't really like to list. But
No,
I'll get through
yeah,
it.
true.
I've just got to do it. There's no other stock to list. So.
Yeah, you've got to get it done. Yeah, and then also you've got a lot in your what I call bundle pile. Because I was looking at mine today, I was like, oh, loads in it, but nothing I could really just do. I just pick a load of, like, obviously when I'm sourcing throughout the year, and there's stuff I just put in, I need that for something else, probably throughout the year, like gaming things or Harry Potter books that I can't get bundles for.
Yeah, I've got things like that, piles of like half Harry Potter books and things like that, and computer games that I'm trying to get us 3 or 4 of the different versions. But I might just list them how I've got them just to try and clear them, because
just clear them. That's fair enough. Yeah, and they can start fresh. Yeah.
I mean, some of this stuff I've had for years, and it's only worth like £20 maybe as a bundle. And
I've got tons of media. Tons of media, DVDs and CDs I really need to bundle up and try and clear out, because a lot of the stuff isn't worth a great deal. But, there's a few gems, but most of it I think I'd bundle.
Yeah, I can understand keeping stuff if it's worth a few hundred maybe, for years and years until you get the full collection. But for 20 or £30 sales, I'd rather just sell it as a bundle, maybe with 1 or 2 of the...
That's what a lot of people here in the UK do with like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, football cards and that. They sit on them and then they send them off to get graded. So it takes like 6 months to get graded, and then they come back. It's like, oh, the value's dropped. it's weird. Yeah,
you always got to watch out for that. Sometimes the value can change drastically.
Yeah,
definitely.
Like I had one CD I sold for I think it was like $50 to an Australian guy about a year and a half ago, and then I found one at the charity shop a few months ago for like $1.99. So I picked it up, and I think it's now going for like maybe 20. So I'll still do all right when I list it, but it's definitely dropped.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. You sold something really great in the past, so you see it there and you think, I'll get that. You maybe pay up for it.
Exactly. Yeah, you think, wow, gold mine, and then it's like, well, maybe not.
It's like half the price.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yashu's DVD box set earlier, and just explain to people what it actually was. It's that sort of like thing. It's all that running joke here in the UK.
Yeah, well, I remember Nick's joke on Nick's channel when he'd go "Happy Birthday, Andrea" all the time every time he talked. That was pretty good.
Every single charity shop.
That must be like one of the most unwanted DVDs in the UK. Then it seems.
It's amazing. Some of the charity shops still put like a high price on it sometimes as well.
Yeah, sometimes they just don't have a clue, I think, what really is valuable, because I see stuff. I saw like an old Rolling Stones record from the 70s. It was just all beat to hell, right? It was just scratched, and they had it for like $20. And it's like, I could probably buy it for that on eBay, in practically mint condition for that kind of money. So
yeah, they probably look up on eBay and see that, it's selling for this. But
they see like a top price, and they think, yeah, I think they do that sometimes. But the charity shops are inconsistent in their pricing, because I've got bargains at times, and other times there's just stuff that's ridiculously high.
Yeah,
definitely. Just go in the chat, have a look. Quite far behind. Lucy says there, if you list them individually, you'll be up to 500. Some of them go individually, some are decent ones, and some will go on a small bundle. I think you can get like 4. You can still get a decent amount, but most of them are like the usual Disneys that don't do well. Some of them are like children's ones, but to be fair, I picked out all the good ones, all the children's ones, and I've sold them all. Because I think...
So people are saying your microphone's all crackly.
Well,
it is for me. Yeah, it is for me. I thought it was
it is a bit crackly here too.
Normally it's all right.
Yeah, I thought it was just me, but people in the chat are saying it's...
Yeah, I heard it crackle a bit too, actually.
It's not too bad, but it's, it's noticeable.
I'll turn that down a bit. Okay, let me just turn the volume down on here. Just turn it down. I had it up a little bit. I'll put it down to about to put it down to 30 on the mic on the.
Yeah, it's still crackling here.
Oh, okay.
Strange though, because it was fine for quite a while when you first started. It was fine, then it suddenly started to crackle.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Because sometimes when guests come in, mics overload other mics.
It sounds like it's like a streaming problem rather than the microphone, because it sounds like it's almost like a buffering sort of sound.
Okay. How much I can do about that if I can unmute it.
Maybe try leaving and coming back in. Sometimes doesn't that fix it sometimes?
I'm probably going to pop off in a few minutes anyway, guys, because I got to head to work in about 45, 50 minutes, and I should probably have a bit of lunch before I head out. So I'll probably only be on for a couple more minutes.
Yeah, no worries. All I can hear is PVP's mic going back and forth.
What, have I got an echo or something?
A little bit, yeah.
Because I turned the sound off. I turned the YouTube channel sound off, and I'm just hearing it through StreamYard. So it sounds okay on my end here, but
yeah, you sound fine to me. It's just
it's a little echo.
Yeah, because I remember the first time I went on and I forgot to turn off the YouTube sound, and it took me about 5 minutes to realize I was getting an echo because I had the two things on. So I turned the sound off, and it was fine after that.
Yeah. People are saying put 50p in the meter.
Fair enough. Nothing I can do about it. Unfortunately, it happens. Let's have a look down the chat times going on. Bill says fair.
Yeah, there's a lot in the chat.
Charity shops, boot sales, jumbles are open. Feels like ages since I went out. To be fair though, Bill, you're not going to get a jumble sale. That's ruled out straight away.
Yeah, because they're definitely not socially distanced, are they, jumble sales?
Oh, yeah, no. I remember going to loads.
Crowded in.
They were like squished in.
I've only been to a couple, and it was madness. It was madness at those jumble sales. I always miss them. I always hear about them being on like 2 weeks after they've been on.
Yeah, it's like the jumble trails. I missed loads of them, and only since end of the first lockdown I actually realised they were there, and then I missed a couple of them. Yeah. I think there's about 8 or 9 that I can go to a year, but not obviously this year. But I think I went to 2 last year and did all right. But it's just knowing about it because they're all on Facebook, all the groups locally.
I don't really take much notice of all these local groups, really. There's just always idiots on there, so I tend not to keep up with them. So I probably missed them all because of that.
Yeah, I've never tried sourcing on Facebook or anything like that because I keep hearing the horror stories about people who don't show up, or else they want it at a cheaper price once they show up at your door or whatever. It just sounds like a pain.
I sold quite a bit on Facebook. I sold 2 things today. I sold a projector, which they wanted me to deliver it to their house. I'm always a bit skeptical of that, but I did actually do it because they seemed quite keen, and they were quite responsive to messages.
Yeah, it seems selling on there is quite good. It's just the buying on there I'm kind of leery of. Yeah.
I mean, I picked up something earlier today. I don't usually do it, but I just noticed it last night, and I asked if it was available. And it was a digital freeview box. And I got that for £5, which is pretty much what I'd pay at the boot sale. So I thought I might as well get it. And I just went there on the way to the post office, so it didn't really take much time. But I don't usually source on there, really. I should do, really, but there's always good stuff on there. But
yeah, I should really check into that and start seeing if I can buy some stuff on Facebook.
But especially when the boot sales are open, I've got too much stock, so I tend not to bother. If I start running out of decent stock now, I might start looking more.
Yeah, it's quite a difficult thing when you don't know how it's going to come. Like, obviously, if you buy on Facebook and you get it delivered in, you never know it's going to come. And then, obviously, even if you go and pick it up, if it's locally, because obviously I say that there's a free Facebook page that's was on and got a lot of stuff through that, and I was happy with. Obviously they closed it down now, but it's just basically going through and just like checking the items, even though you're not sure how the items actually are going to be. But that's the thing you got to do. You got to take a chance.
Yeah, well, I got this TV box and I got it home. They said it worked. Got it home and the batteries in the remote all crusty.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
I set Siri off. Yeah, the batteries are all rotten. So
yeah, I hate that when that happens.
Yeah, even though they tested it.
Yeah, I got some Walkmans.
So okay.
I got some Walkmans from the darn charity shop. They had them like in a bag. Every single one of them was all crusted inside with batteries still in there. It's like I don't know why they don't even check the stuff. They just throw it in a bag and they don't care, I guess.
No, a lot of people
especially
don't.
As well. That's quite bad, really, isn't it?
Yeah, especially I mean, they weren't terribly expensive, but still they were a few dollars each. And anyway,
I get that with some toys. If you buy like kids' toys or anything like that, then usually have batteries in them, and hopefully they're still okay. But a lot of the time they're
gone. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I should probably head out. I got about 40 minutes till I have to head to work.
Yeah, no worries, BP. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, so nice talking with you, Derek.
Yeah, and you.
First time we've had a chat, I think. And thanks for the stream, Peter.
Anytime, mate. You're welcome anytime.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. I'm going to head out then. Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, talking about that, I remember I had a Furby. Well, I purchased at the car boot because I purchased one the week before and one the week after, and it was like I think it was the one I purchased last actually, because the one I purchased first it wouldn't shut up around the car boot. It was talking all the way through because I got this big trolley and it was talking quite a lot.
At least that means.
And then the second one, the batteries, no batteries in it, but I tested it and it didn't work. I was like, okay, fair enough. And then there was obviously a lot of battery corrosion. I was like, but that's the way it goes. But yeah, unfortunately.
Bill's saying if you drop a link in the chat, Bill.
Yeah, I can drop a link in, Bill. Yep, give me 1 second, Bill.
I've got a bundle of Furbies that have basically got all leaked batteries. I need to do a bundle on them. Yeah. Just get rid of them cheap. It's a shame because I was going to list them for Christmas. Some of them
it can be quite hard to get into to actually fix them.
Yeah, it's too much hassle, I think.
Are they Furby booms?
Yeah, I think so. There's about three.
Yeah, the one with the thing on their forehead.
I've got them here.
There's a little line. Is it lightning bolt on the floor? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, the booms.
So I've got boxes for them and stuff, but they're just completely ruined, really.
That's unfortunate because the boxes do quite well.
Yeah, I might. If I put them on as bundles, I might just keep the boxes, and then when I pick up decent ones, I can put them in the boxes.
Fair enough. Evening, Keely. I've got a guest popping on. Bill here. Evening, Bill.
Hello, guys. You all right?
Hello.
Hey, Bill. Your tea arrived this morning.
Oh, yeah. Do you like it, Derek?
Oh, I was going to do a little video. I haven't opened it yet, so I'm going to do a little video.
Right. Oh, you're going to do
and a little tasting video.
That's all right. Yeah, that's cool. That come up quite quick, actually, Scotland, actually, so that was pretty good.
Right, cool. Yeah, thanks for that.
That's all right. I see you talking about testing and all that. I've got a massive shelf of tests.
Yeah, I've got pretty much all my stuff. Well, the stuff I like to list is all sort of electricals and things like that. So
right.
pretty much everything I like to do needs testing in some way.
if anyone wants to offload tons of electrics, I love them. I do. I love it because they are really good flips for me, electronics.
Yeah, I do work on as well.
They've got a very high return rate. That's the only problem. Out of all my items, electronics is the people are fussy. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get a few returns, but not that many really. The issue I've got is sometimes because I list stuff quite highly priced, it can take a while for it to sell. So it can be sitting in my storage for like 6 months. And I don't retest a lot of the time before I send it out. So things with, DVD player might have worked since 6 months beforehand, but if it's been sitting in my storage.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
it could. It's one of those things. It's tested for 5 minutes. A good little dust off and a picture. That's all you need to do. Done.
test that's you could do that for your merch. List first, test later.
Yeah. Did you like my shirts?
The Bill's Beef one. Yeah, I saw that on.
It's Facebook. Got to be vintage. Hashtag Bill's Beef.
I saw you put that on my address as well. It's got to be. It must be vintage.
Yeah. I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, so that made me laugh.
I bet the poster was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's cool. We bought. I emptied the car to get in. I couldn't believe the insulation. Oh my god! I bought tons for this shed. I bought tons. I've got no word of a lie. This high stacked 2 pallet loads.
All right.
For 100 quid.
Fair
That's good for that though.
So my thought is, I was thinking all the offcuts I put in all the corners. No, sod that. I'll do custom bits everywhere, and get it done properly, and then sell the rest, because there's going to be some left definitely. And they're £30 a pack.
You're going to do the ceiling. What about the ceiling?
Yeah, I'll do the ceiling and everything. Yeah.
Right.
And I've got this super foil stuff. It's really expensive. I mean, this stuff's 1.5 meters. I mean, it looks like tin foil, but it's not. It's reinforced foil. And what you do, I've been reading up on tons and tons on it, and someone will say I'm wrong, but if you create, if I put the insulation towards the cladding, yeah. And then put there's going to be a tiny little air gap. Then I put the sheet over, yeah, and that creates a radiant. There's a bloke that said he put oh my words today, I'm dreadful. He put an iron, right, like that against the foil, and you couldn't feel nothing on the other side. But if you put it towards it, it's like radiant heat. But reflective heat is another story. So it reflects the heat. That's what saves the energy. It's quite interesting. I know I bored everyone now, but it's quite interesting how that technology. It's just a thin sheet of really reflective foil that we can't see radiant heat, but it obviously it loses. And that was £100 for a roll. So I'm hoping it works, Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably something I bought a load of Kingspan insulation for my house when I renovated that, and I looked into that. I think it was tin foil that you could put, and that radiated it back. But I never fitted it though.
I think there's a YouTube. I just watched this YouTube video on this bloke in America. I couldn't buy his product because he's in America, but they're all very similar. They're all similar. As long as I wanted to get a branded one, I didn't want Chinese one because I thought, oh, it could be just a bodge, couldn't it? You know, I don't want to be spending, because the bodgy ones could be £70, and it might not even work. And I've got to spend all that time cutting all around the windows and stapling it all, you know. And I'm not.
You only want to do it once, don't you?
Sorry?
You only want to do it once. You don't have to
exactly. And I think what I'm going to do is where all the sockets have got to go and where I've got to pack, I'm going to put some thin MDF and screw that to the wall, so it's got, so that if anything whacks on it, it's all right. But behind the shelves and that, I think I'll be all right. You know, just to have that sheeting.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose as long as you don't put anything that will pierce it, you know, like.
It's fiberglass reinforced, so it's strong. It's strong stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's proper strong. So yeah, I'm wondering if that's gonna. The only thing is, I've got to take all that stuff off them shelves.
Take it all down. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, just do a YouTube video on it. Done.
Yeah, but that makes it even worse because I've got to do all the camera shots.
Good time lapse.
Great channel. Why not?
You take it all off.
I think I'm going to screw the GoPro up right up in the corner in the top with the USB coming out of it to the plug, and then,
fair enough.
And then just clear it off and then GoPro it, you know, while I do it.
Yeah.
But everyone loved the shed build, so
yeah, I did. I think
the installation would be good.
Oh yeah, people want to see that. It's worth putting a video on for that.
I think I'm going to do this side, like what I'm looking at now in front of you, because that's
right.
There's not much to that, you know, and these sides. This, because then if I do that, I could put all this stuff against that wall then.
And then do the other side.
It's
a bit of time,
a logistical nightmare. Lucy said, "Oh, you've got things to do in the house before you do that." But I'm finding, there's no point telling her. You know, we had a Lucy put the light box over there, and we've got the heater going all the time. Oh, it'd be freaking. Oh, it'd be dreadful in here. She put the Monopoly game in between the light box, just to level it up. Yeah. And the Monopoly blocks. Oh my god, my words. The Monopoly blocks. I said it again. Is all. It's like it's got damp and animated. Yeah, it's got all like frilly. And my tools over in that corner, I've got some tools. They've all freaking rusted. So I think I've got a big problem with moisture in the air in here. I need to get
dehumidifier in there, and
but there's so many holes there because it's wood. It's moving. I've built it just at the end of the summer. It's got no chance to move. I mean, I put some expand foam in all the holes up there, and now I can see light coming through.
Right.
So
it's really something quick if it rains as it is doing.
I mean, it's airtight to agree, and it's waterproof, but it's sheds.
Yeah, they expand a lot. Yeah,
they've got tiny little gaps in them. You know, I mean, if in hindsight, I should have put the the building wrap stuff. I should have done that and then put the cladding on top. But I was running out of money. I just wanted to get the shed up.
Building sheds are expensive because I looked at building a shed for my sort of personal stuff, you know, my garden stuff and things. And that was pretty expensive. I built it, but that was quite expensive. And even that was made out of some bits of scraps I had left over from building the house as well. So, but it was still quite expensive even then.
I mean, this shed, give us blood. I give my blood for this shed.
I might be building a shed next year, or at least doing something. Whether I buy a shed or build one, I don't know.
Right.
I need another storage out there because my aim for this year, one of my few aims I've got, is to try and get rid of the tat in the house. Apart from my office,
your rooms that you got full of tat, yeah.
So I've got
the problem I had.
bedroom.
We had it everywhere. We're finally getting rid of it. It's not all gone. There's bits about, because like ornaments and delicate bits, you chuck them about your house, don't you? You know, I don't know if that's what you do. You know, I do. Just well, it's just something. If it's nice, you stick it up in the corner or wherever. You know.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we've got to try and get everything out the house. You know.
Yeah, I think it's good for your well-being as well, because it.
Well, if you have that divide, that mental divide, this is the business and that's the home, you know.
You want to keep it separate, yeah.
I mean, I've got stuff in my living room at the moment. I've been sorting stuff out to list, and I was in there earlier having some dinner and watching TV, and you're sort of sitting amongst all this rubbish as well.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No, it's not. No. I mean, you want to have a toddler going about, Derek, and then you know what a nightmare it is. My toddler, she's honestly, since she could walk, she's been obsessed about licking metal, sticking metal, licking the metal. I don't know what's wrong with her. Loves the metal taste.
Bit old for doing it.
I thought it was an iron deficiency or something, you know. Someone said Mick said, how big is my shed? My shed is 6 meters long by 3 meters. I've done it basically the timber size, because you get 3 meter timbers. Yeah, I was going to do a 5 meter shed and cut it off, and I thought, why the freaking hell am I going to cut it off? I just added up a meter, so I've done 6 by 3.
Right. Yeah, I think that's what I did, because you get the cladding, don't you, a certain length. So I think I had 3 meters, and then I got some 2 meter ones, and
this
that basically
was 5.4 meters. This cladding,
right? Yeah.
So, but what the good thing about it is that if you have windows and doors and that, you don't actually you feel a lot of that in. You know, you don't spend that much on cladding.
No.
I was quite surprised. I spent 480 quid on the cladding. That's not too bad.
Yeah, that's okay for that size. Yeah.
Oh, and I done it 2.4 high because I didn't want to. I wanted the height on it.
Yeah.
And the planning law says you're allowed to have it up to 2.6. I think. I think you allowed it 15 centimeters above the natural floor. Well, I'm lucky because this goes down a hill. So I dug the pool out and put the material up to the level of the field.
Oh yeah.
And I put the shed on top of that. So I can't get bollocks for that because it's the level of the field.
Yeah, from Reseller.
Oh, amazing space. I'm not going to get to that level. Flipping hell, it ain't that nice.
No.
I mean, I'd done a better shed for someone that had it down the side of their alley. I done a little tilting. It was 3.5 foot by 24 foot. It's a well cool little shed, but it was at the side of their house, and they didn't know what to do with the side of the alley. But it was well cool, you know, to have that space used.
Yeah. Fair enough. Mick says, "Do you have any windows, or do you need the light on all the time?"
Yeah, I have 2 massive windows. I'll show you them, Mick, if you want.
I've never ever seen them.
Yeah, look.
Okay, fair enough.
Proper sashes, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a right old posho, me, and I've got one there as well.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Why not?
Yeah, no. Believe it or not, I got them cheap. Them sashes. You just got to keep an eye out on Facebook Marketplace, and I got a set of 3 sashes for 280 quid.
All right.
And I sold one of them for 150. So I was well chuffed with that.
Yeah.
And these are really nice. These come from a building site. They're brand new. I reckon someone has just gone into their new build and said, "I don't like those windows. Take them out. I want different ones." You know,
Yeah.
because you can see the render on it. but the window still had the stickers on it, and it was all the PVC was quite good, you know. So, but you can get some wicked deals. I missed out on what was it? Have you ever heard of? They're like solar panels, but they warm up the water.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah.
There was a guy on Facebook Marketplace. They're really expensive. They're like £1,000 each. These things. He was selling a set of 5 for 200 quid, and I was thinking I could. And we had lockdown, and it was miles away, and I thought I'm not going to get bollocksed if I go and get these. So I didn't get them. But I'm gutted I didn't get them because I could have warmed all my pool up with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, I need bed and a cooker. I think if Lucy kicks me out, that's where I'll go. Obviously, I'm insulating it for that reason. I'm secretly, this is my hideout. I said to her, we need a log burner. That's what we need next.
Yeah, but mine is stocked with log burner.
Yeah, I've got a log burner in my living room. I love it.
Oh, yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
I see some of the Canadians, they love their log burners, you know. I'm not surprised the cold.
I made a bit of a cock up this year, though, because I cut down loads and loads of trees the other year. And there's a big pile of logs in my garden.
Right.
But I need to dry them all out. And I've got to chop them up into little bits for the burner. So I didn't do it this summer. So I ran out of wood, basically. So I've had to be going buying wood, which is quite expensive. So
yeah, no, it is. I've
got so much my own wood just sitting there, you know. So this summer,
I've got that in the front garden. I stacked it all up on pallets, to season, and it's been there for nearly a year now. But I put a bit of plastic over it, but like a dickhead, I didn't put anything on top of the plastic enough. I thought it was underneath the hedge. It's tucked in behind the hedge. That flung off in the wind somewhere. I don't know where that went. So I need to move it. And then some arsehole sold me some oak. He thought I was stupid. He sold me this oak. It was like almost just cut off the tree that afternoon, and he's tried to sell me as 2-year-old seasoned. It had still a green on it, for God's sake. It's still green.
So palm me off,
So I said, I'm not having that. And he didn't pick them up. I didn't pay him in the end.
But he's still got it.
I've chucked it in a pile to season it now. So that's 2 lots of seasoned crap that I've got free.
Fair enough.
Yeah, mix it.
Put aircon in the shed in the warm summers.
No, you don't need it. You just need a radiant barrier, like I'm doing, and the radiant barrier. You think, why are the spaceships silver? It's radiant heat. It radiates the heat off.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
Yeah,
they probably developed that technology, that radiant, in NASA. Everything else has. I wouldn't be surprised.
NASA technology in your shed.
Yeah. Let me find out. I bet it is. But
hashtag NASA.
It probably won't kill your Wi-Fi because you need like a Faraday cage.
Okay.
I don't use Wi-Fi where I don't. If I don't need to use Wi-Fi, I cable everything if I can because it's just reliable. It's never not works unless someone snaps the cable going down the garden. You know, obviously.
Yeah, I've got a cable to my office. You know, so my computer's always wired in.
Yeah, no, Wi-Fi is flappy. You know, trees.
Yeah.
And my house, it's 1920s. The wall is that thick.
Yeah, I see your 1920s out, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
My wall's like this. It's a stone cottage, so it's like.
Right. Yeah.
They're well thick.
Yeah. Walls are like almost like half a meter.
Yeah, and you drill through it. I'd done a 200mm hole for extractor fan in the kitchen. We was there 3 hours drilling this hole.
Well, doing the hole, it'd be thick, yeah.
Solid.
Oh no, it's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, every room in my house has about 6 Cat5 cables all underneath floors going into the walls. But I don't really use them that much. Kids have got them for their Xboxes, but apart from that,
Yeah.
Right.
You need computers, you know, like high intensity gaming needs really high bandwidth. You're better off in 1,000 like 1 gig connections in those. And you could probably get that if you use just a 1 gig network switch.
Yeah.
Or router, you know, a 1 gig router. Most modern day routers have got gigabyte speeds now.
Yeah, I don't know what mine is. It's good enough. It's whatever Talk give you. It's just a basic router, but it does the job really for what they use it for.
I'll talk about reselling now. We've got this little Winnie Bago.
Yeah.
And,
you're not going to fit in there, Bill.
No, but look, it's got everything within. Look.
Jeez. There you go, folks.
Yeah.
That's actually quite good, yeah.
It's well cool. It needs a clean up. I mean, look at that window. Look how dirty that window is.
Yeah. Clean up, it'll be all right.
I got that for $3.99. I think that's going to sell for some good money.
That's not bad, is it? Yeah, that's all right.
$3.99. Postage might be a bit of a killer, though.
Well, yeah.
I'm not bothered by that. You know, bigger the better. To be fair, because I spend a lot. I'd rather bigger, because then I can make a YouTube video out of it.
Would you be able to post that though? Is it too big, or is it?
No, that'll post.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'd say? This. I'm being brutal. Packlink and UPS, they always. Packlink always try and do you in for stuff that, like you said something, and they say, "Oh, there's an overcharge of whatever." Yeah. What I do is I put it on the maximum rate that it's on there, every time. Yeah. And they can't say that I never picked, because I had that once. They said you didn't pick the maximum size. And have you noticed as well? They put a custom size on there now. You could put a custom size, a custom weight, and a custom size. I don't do that. I put the maximum on there, and it might go over the bigness on size, but not the weight. So they'll weigh it in the depot, and they'll say, "Oh, well, he's paid extra for the weight." And I've never, not once, have got a thing back on that. Anything oversized. You can't take this. I can't send me pool table on that rate, £8 or £4 rate.
Well, no. Yeah.
Yeah, but something light like that'll go.
Okay.
If you stand on it, postage will be a lot less.
Yeah. Evening, Adrian.
So, you know, saying that, I do push it down if I could get it into large letter.
Yeah, but be careful, though. You might...
Get it through that slot.
Well, yeah. We've all done that. Try and get in that little slot.
Yeah.
I try not to do large letter now, just because there's no tracking, is there? And
no, that's true.
With any sort of scammer, so I tend to just use as postable.
You got that wrong, Derek.
Right.
Because the postman has to scan it at the door.
Yeah, no, but it's still not.
It's not fully tracked from like.
Yeah, it's not going to.
It's only tracked once it's.
eBay won't care.
But not a second or first class. It's not tracked until the door.
Yeah, but unless it shows as delivered on some sort of tracking, eBay will just side with the buyer anyway.
Yeah, but it is. They've got to scan it. They're not allowed to post it without scanning it.
But it won't show up as delivered on eBay.
Yeah, it does. It does.
You've got a Royal Mail account, though, haven't you? You've got a business.
No. Yeah, but the Royal Mail account sends that massive tracking number. It's not even a tracking number. It's just a barcode number.
Yeah, it's different to you because you've got the business Royal Mail account. But if you haven't got that, then it's not tracked.
Yeah, but
it never shows delivered. Because
it does.
It will for you.
I bet.
It will for you, but it won't for me.
I didn't send your tea bags tracked, but I could guarantee it's been scanned. Do you want me to track it?
Yeah, but you've got a business account. That's what I'm saying. So it will for you. But if I send something, I haven't got a business account with Royal Mail, so it won't show it's delivered for me when I send something. That's the benefit.
Royal Mail don't share the tracking info from if you pay for tracking or have an OBA account. Well, I have an OBA account, you know, that's linked with Click and Drop or Click and whatever, Royal Mail website. But I send mine Business 48 untracked, yeah? It's not tracked. And if they lose it, you've lost the item, yeah? So I'll do everything under 20 quid on that. But do you know how much it costs to do under 2 kilos on a medium parcel? £2.82.
Oh, okay.
A large letter is 80p, I think.
Right.
And it might not even say on eBay it's been delivered, but if you put the tracking number in Royal Mail, it would say delivered on this date and this time.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that's only because you've got the account with them.
No. I used to have a Royal Mail account before I had the OBA account, and it was tracked. That's what I was saying to people. I was saying
never shows delivered for me ever. If I send something standard large letter, say second class large letter, and I put the number into eBay, it will show up on eBay as a tracking number, but it will never show delivered. So if the buyer says it doesn't get there, then I have no proof at all.
I had one, and she said it never got there, and it was scanned. They scanned it at her door on the 17th of December. Lying toe rag.
Yeah. Well, this is why I don't do it anymore. This is why I use Hermes.
Correct, yeah.
And unless it's so cheap, I take the risk. If it's something like $4.99 and the only way to sell it is send it large letter, then I'll take the risk. But
Royal Mail,
over 10, track it.
I say 1% of my sales get lost with Royal Mail. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't really have much either. I think I've had one in the last 6 months. It's got lost.
Yeah. I don't really have any problems with lost items at all, really. Any of the couriers or Royal Mail.
I did have with Hermes a while back.
Tomorrow I'll probably get loads of
they lost them, but apart from that.
Do you know what? This is the rural internet. This is why I need Starlink, because this is shit. I'm being honest. And that's the simplest word I can use for this. I've got it connect. Look how slow my thing's going.
But you are streaming live, though, aren't you? So it's probably going to slow down.
I'm live streaming. Yeah. I've got 17 meg up and 70 meg down. Yeah. I'm streaming with a cable. Yeah. So there's they can't say, and I'm directly plugged into the router. Yeah. It should be. It's crap. I just loaded Royal Mail website and it started lagging up.
How much did you say it was for that service? It was a couple of £100 to get set up, is it?
It's expensive, and I could tell you why it's expensive. They use something called a phased array antenna. Yeah, right. That's just gone through you now, hasn't it?
Yeah, through me completely. Yeah.
Right. If you imagine the way antennas radiate out to get a signal.
Yeah.
They start like this, like one connects to another, and then another connects to another, yeah? And then as they go out, they radiate out. It's a phased array. So it phases outwards like a good one. You know, you imagine loads and loads of boomerangs. Mm-hmm. Every time it goes out one step, it doubles and it doubles and it doubles. So time it gets up to the satellite, you've got mega array. Yeah, so you could get 3 or 4 satellites pinging off each other.
All right.
Yeah, that's what a phased array is. So that's the technology in it. And also, people are amazed. You know, like in Canada, it snows quite badly. Well, the satellite it moves, to where the satellite is automatically. And the snow is obviously going to get on top of the satellite.
Yeah, on top of it,
But they've built little elements in their arrays to emit a tiny little bit of heat. And it just slides off. Honestly, it's so clever.
Good. But that I just used Richard Branson's Virgin. There you go.
Yeah. You're lucky to get that. I don't
get that.
I get it.
Mine goes to the top of my street. Doesn't come down to my house because my house is on its own, so they didn't want to dig up the road.
Oh,
basically.
Yeah, you're quite. Yeah. That's the word.
Although I didn't put in a request for it. I wish I did, because they might have done it then. I think originally when they were going to introduce it to the town, so it's only about 2 years ago when they put it in, because there's a big Sky call center in Dunfermline, and part of how Sky got it, or I think they said to the council they'll go there and put their headquarters in Dunfermline as long as they get exclusivity for a certain amount of period of time, and that exclusive deal ran out, and that's why Virgin came in then. So it was all dodgy backhanders to the council, I think, that stopped anybody else from coming in.
I'm sure if an MP lived on my street, we'd have like a blistering high speed whatever. I guarantee it.
I just use Virgin, and that's quite expensive. It can be, but then again, all we do is phone up each time and then moan at them, and they put price down. That's all we got to do.
But Virgin will be quite fast, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's fast, but I wouldn't say it's the best.
It's not reliable. I mean, we had, I remember years ago, they used to cross phone line connections all the time.
Yeah.
Virgin were terrible for it, cross-lining. Mm-hmm. We used to hear people in the salon. Really? They were like 5 miles away.
Yeah.
Well, my one comes down my normal telephone line, but then it goes through my trees, all up my drive. I've got quite a long drive, and it goes all the way through the trees into the house via that. I've replaced the cable that goes from the edge of the house to where the point is in the house.
You want to chop trees back as well, because that affects the broadband.
What does, sorry?
The wire going through the trees, that affects the broadband massively.
But I've got no option, because up to that point, I think it's still BT's cable.
Saw some branches off. Saw them off. That's what BT do.
Well, so it doesn't hit them.
Yeah. It'll make a difference. It will.
There is a bit in particular that actually literally goes through like the centre of a bushy, leafy bit of the tree.
I'm sure once you start chopping at it, it'll be, you'll have a hole. You have at least that much hole through the wire.
Yeah, I probably cut through the wire by mistake.
Oh dear,
down. That's right.
Yeah, we just use Virgin for everything. Virgin for the phone, the TV, and the internet works.
And the thing is, what pisses me off the most is I'm paying £50 a month to BT for this bull crap service. And I'm getting a really bad service to the same as Peter's getting, like blistering speeds. All right, not a very good customer service and all that, but it's getting blistering speeds, and I'm getting crap for the same price.
Yeah, do phone up and complain.
Yeah, but it's not. They don't give two craps about the little man in.
Nor does Richard Branson when he's on his 6th island. That young.
Yeah. I bet he's got a satellite.
Even a most poke picker.
So I've tried to sort it out my side, but they basically it's not worth it to them, because I'm just one house on their own. So it will cost them whatever it will cost to dig up the road and do all this stuff. They're never going to do it.
Don't say that. I've got something for Peppa Pig for you.
Mr. Bull.
I'm Mr. Bull, and I like to dig up the road.
Oh dear.
I used to love Peppa Pig when my kids
My
were.
daughter had it on this morning, and it was funny because they said, "Why don't you?" He said, "I like to dig up roads. I don't like to dig holes." He said, I've got an idea. We dig from both sides to make a tunnel." And he said, and it really chuckled me because they said at the end, he said, "But I do like digging up the road."
I can build up all day. Watch Peppa Pig.
You could get like a voice thing.
Yeah, voice thing. Yeah.
Oh, it's funny, and my I do it for my daughter. Honestly, I don't do it for the comical side of things. I do it for my daughters because they love it. You know.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah.
But it's if you watch these things, they're very simple, but they are funny.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I used to work with kids anyway, from age 4 to 11, and we used to watch all that sort of stuff.
Krabby Rabbit had a hovercraft, and he said, "It's quite good, isn't it?" He said, "You'd never know that I made it myself," and the little panel falls off.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, something like Peppa Pig or like these kids' TV things are quite simple, but you've got to really pay attention because they can be quite rude.
Yeah. That's what John has just said, brother Reseller.
Oh, right. Oh, I see. I think
it's planned out so if parents are sitting there, that they can sort of chuckle along as well.
And understand the joke. Yeah.
There is one that he says, "I'm going to go on about Pepper now." There's one, and Mrs. Gazelle has got a China shop, like all China bits.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Ball comes in. She goes, she said, "A ball in a China shop."
Yeah.
I remember that episode. It's been like,
I've seen a fair few.
Like 10 years since I watched Peppa Pig. But...
Yeah.
Oh no, I've got second time round in literally the space of 5 minutes. So I'm on it.
Bill's glued to Peppa Pig while it's ka-ching in a way. Whoops.
Peppa Pig toys do well as well, believe it or not.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah, I saw
with
Peppa characters and that.
Bob the Builder does really well as well. Yeah. Evening, Tom. Tom's popped in. Let's have a look at the chat.
Yeah, but I was saying about the price about that Starlink service. It's about $500, so that equals about 400 something quid. But they said the delivery cost is going to be £50. I was thinking, £50, you get that from America for 50. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're shipping it from America. But
so is that £50? That's a £50. That's a £500 one-off payment.
You can return it for a refund if you don't like it. That's the good thing.
How much is it a month after that?
It works out £83 a month.
Right.
That's if I pay 50, it's only £33, and I'll get much better speeds, like huge better speeds.
Yeah, I can see the appeal. I just don't know whether I really need the speed. I only ever need the speed when my kids come round, when they're all on their Xboxes.
Oh, all streaming through, yeah.
I'm sort of watching YouTube or something, and
you're sort of lagging.
It all grounds to a halt.
The one thing is, the start of last year, like January last year, I said I'm cancelling my TV license. I'm cancelling the Sky Q, and I'm just going to go purely online with all my stuff, like Netflix, YouTube. Well, that's all we watch, Netflix and YouTube, and the kids watch Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
Well, I thought about cancelling my TV license because I really never watch it, and if I do ever watch it, it's something on catch up anyway. And you don't need a TV license unless it's iPlayer. Yeah, that's right. ITV player, you can still watch that.
Yeah, I don't watch anything, any TV, nothing like that. I just literally do. I just do Netflix. Netflix is so good, and they know it. They've increased the price of it.
Yeah, I've got Netflix. It's like, I've only got the one sort of person license, but it's like £5 a month or something. Yeah. It's so cheap for what you get.
Oh no, it's phenomenal money. It's phenomenal.
I've got BritBox at the moment as well. I got a year's subscription free with my new phone, and that's actually quite good. I'm getting into that more, but it's all the old stuff, you know. So you get that. I've just watched all the Porridge series.
Oh, you watch Porridge? Yeah, that's a classic, mate.
Just watched all of that, and I've got all the Dad's Armies.
There was a series, I can't think it was on Channel 3 or that, and it was a really good series, and he was basically a serial rapist, and he'd raped this teacher. It was really I don't, that sounds really like disgusting. I watched that sort of thing, but it was he used to drug these women at bars. He used to come across really nice man, and
this called Liar.
Liar, that's it. That's a brilliant scene.
Yeah, I think my mum's watched that. Liar.
Yeah, that's really good.
And there are two or three series of that, really good.
Yeah, 2 series. I think there's going to be another one.
Yeah, that's really good. I love it.
Ended on a cliffhanger, if I remember rightly. So,
I can't remember what it was, but someone will have to remind me. I remember the one before was it was the end of the first series was she didn't know if she killed him.
I think the end of the second series, I think she admitted that she killed him. I think that was what it was. Probably just made a massive spoiler for anybody who has.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there you go, folks. Spoiled.
Liar was a good one. If you want to catch up on that one, that is a really good series.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones you get hooked in, and it'd be the next one and the next one and the next one.
Oh, so
not worth it now though, because I've just told them all what's going to happen.
Michelle says there. Have you ever seen Night Stalker? Never heard of it.
No, it's on
I'll
Netflix.
It may be one of those American ones that come where we get it like 3 years later.
Yeah,
that happens.
I've been with Cobra Kai. I love Cobra Kai.
Oh, that's brilliant, Cobra Kai. Don't tell me if you've watched it all, because I'm on series 3, but I'm only about 4 or 5 episodes in.
Right. Yeah, I've watched it all now, but
I'm at the bit. He did make me laugh. You know when he has the fishing rod with the porno mag, and he's dangling it. That was
Cobra Kai is great. I was a big fan of the Karate Kid when I was a younger kid. So,
it's literally going from that, isn't it? Karate Kid. Yeah, it's just basically taken off from that. It's a spin-off.
It's just good to see how the characters have.
Yeah, did they evolve? Yeah.
Is it the actual characters though? Are they the actual characters?
Yeah, same characters.
Oh, it's the same characters. Ah.
Yeah, same. Pretty much every. I don't think there's been anybody who's come back or somebody depicted from a previous Karate Kid movie. If they're in the new one, it's always the actual. Even down to, you probably haven't seen it yet, but there's a certain character in season 3, which was literally like a toddler in the Karate Kid.
All right.
Oh yeah, I've just seen that one. It's the girl that was up the tree.
Yeah, the one that he rescued.
Yeah, no, that was the girl.
She was like 5 or something in the Karate Kid movie. You know, she's like 35.
She's really good looking, you know.
But you know, even that person's the actual actor. You know, it's quite impressive, really. They could have got anybody for that part, you know, because it's unrecognisable.
This is why I didn't know. See, I wasn't sure, you know. But then Cobra Kai, one that's on Netflix that you must watch, and I tell you, it's brilliant. It's called Lock and Key. Lock and Key.
All right, I've heard of that. I haven't seen it.
Oh, it is. It's a bit of a thriller, and it's about a family. And they're called the Lock family. I won't tell you too much about it, but it is really good. And it's so good they're bringing out another series this year. So Lock and Key is a good one on Netflix. Yeah, really good.
No, that's always good though. You're always good to have some series to watch when you've done like a lot of reselling and your brain's fried and you think just sit down.
Yeah, I do try to watch
and just chillax.
I try to watch other things now because I was watching a lot of resellers before, and
I see what you. Yeah.
After a day of reselling, you end up watching other people do what you've just
about
done.
50 million YouTubers who resell
I do
this,
that.
another,
I flick it on YouTube and I think, oh, you know, I don't want to be looking at reselling today. I might do.
Yeah, and then it's like, yeah.
I'm quite hooked with Hairy Tornado. His videos are quite good.
I know who he is. Yeah.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he's got 90,000 subscribers in a year.
Yeah, he's from America somewhere. I forget now. Yeah, I see him in some of the chats occasionally.
He's good. He's a nice bloke.
I watch Lonnie in
I've seen him Lonnie.
And
yeah, with his missus.
I'm sort of going off his channel now because they keep having rows on the
yeah,
on it.
That's fair enough. I've not seen him for a while now, but yeah.
Have you not noticed?
Last week or so, I watched it.
He's a great guy. And he thrifts quite a lot over there, and he's got two channels, one for his thrifting and one for his fitness because he's very fit, bod damn. And I watch both, even though I'm sitting there munching away when he's doing his fitness. Fair enough. Not bothered, but no, he's been through quite a lot of tribulations for over the last year. Obviously, he had a breakup with his missus, and then obviously met a new partner, but he's still thrifting away. And his brother comes in as well, and quite a lot, and it's just
Lonnie, he's a nice bloke. I've been following him a long time.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
I do like the little deals he makes with his guy.
Tommy, morning, afternoon.
Well, I've got a contact now. I see at the boot sale, and I call him my guy.
Oh, your guy.
My guy.
When I get back from the boot sale, my girlfriend sort of says, "Was he Guy there today?" My guy, you know.
Neil's self-plug in there. If you're wanting to watch something different to Reselling, there's a good live stream on Monday night at 9:30. Yep, check out Neil's channel NEM. There we go, got it in there.
But I've watched. I'm a bit of an addict on series. I've gone mad. Like Lucy said, I said I'll go to bed now, and it's like 9 o'clock. She said, "Have you got another series you're binging?"
Why not? Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I say, yeah, I'm going up to Candy now. She's going to treat me. Candy's my other woman.
No, fair enough. Because obviously my mum watches quite a lot of these American things and stuff from Scandinavia and stuff. It's like I'm going in there going, "We're watching now." Okay, never heard of that one, but someone's always died in it. Pat Walker saying, "Good evening, I love Peppa Pig." Yeah, it's not bad. I've not watched it for a while, but yeah, it's always good if you've got little kids.
Do you know the girl that plays it? She's like, she must be 18 now. She throws her voice into a 4-year-old.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those Postman Pat remakes where they do the sweary voiceovers?
No, that'd be funny.
Yeah, type them in. There's a Geordie one and there's a Cockney one. Oh, literally swearing every 5 minutes. It's hilarious. She's just like basically a couple of episodes and they voice it over. But yeah. I forgot that night's last mum. Hello. Yes, Richard's mum.
Hello, Pat. You all right?
I forgot about that. It's all right. Checking up on you, Richard. Yeah.
Keep an eye on
Richard. So I'm just going to have a chat, see if there's any other chat here. Cool. We are good. We are brilliant. So
I'm getting a new logo designed for our channel and everything. So it's going to go on the sort of vintage. I don't know what they're called, but it's really old looking. You know, like a pub sign. It's I'm trying to get that retro looking, old and retro. You know, highly detailed. There's a guy in Sri Lanka. He's doing it for me. His work, I'm hooked on his work. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's good though. It's good to upgrade it and sort it out. Yeah.
I try and get some pictures and I try and screen grab it. some of his styles that I like, you know.
Yeah. That's what people like to see, the upgrades for the channel. That's what like most people do, upgrade whatever they're doing, like as you say, that and their all equipment and all this, that and the other. Yeah. Let's just have a look. Poke Picker says there, watch Poke Picker, he says he's on 118 subs, aims to get to 200 more by end of 2021. Loves the community. I'm glad everyone loves my content. Yep, go and sub to watch Poker Picker. Lots of Pokemon content and other content as well. Yeah, but yeah, I was just thinking, like, talking about like channels like Watch Poker Picker and others and stuff, and Tommy's coming with a channel and loads of others. There's literally, because every time I go on my YouTube, it's like, oh, a new video here, because like I spent an hour doing like some listing earlier on. I'd watched a non-reselling video and I thought finish that off, and then I'd pop back, do an hour's worth of reselling. Then I come back on again. It's like another 8 videos, just from resellers. Because I know Mel released one about books she sells on eBay. She got one tonight that I haven't watched, and there's others. It's like, wow, not I get much time to watch videos.
So many different channels, isn't there now?
Yeah, it definitely is.
Hard to keep up.
Yeah, let us know in the side chat what channels you watch, whether it's reselling or non-reselling.
Everybody just needs to watch Tatpeddler. Don't need to watch any other channel but Tatpeddler.
Well, yeah.
That's the only channel you need.
Has anyone got any same traction as James Collects with their shorts? No, that went mental. I did 333 or 334,000 on his short. James Collects with a Pokeball. He had 2,000 subs, and then he lost 1,000 over 3 days, as they do.
Bloody hell!
But it went mad on Sunday. I think it was Sunday when they're talking about it on their waffle, and it went. I think he released it 2 days prior. But that was just mad. There we go, folks. If you haven't seen more content, subscribe. And there we go. As per usual, Andrew.
Too busy doing something else
to stream now.
Yeah, that sort of style. Did you see that?
Yeah, let's pop it on the. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, that's looking really good.
That's that. I like that style. That sort of old sort of style.
Yeah.
It might not be everyone's.
People really like to see as well.
It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it's just something I think that would go. I was thinking like a boombox design with LB retro, and maybe I don't know. I'm going to see what the guy does for me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
This on that Fiverr.
Jump every so often. I try and do my
on Fiverr. Yeah. I haven't had much luck with Fiverr. I'll be honest. I've had quite a few refunds lately, you know, because they haven't delivered what they've said they're going to do. But this guy's been on there for a long time. He's got a really high star rating. Loads of people reviewed his work with the logos. I actually said to him, here's the logos I like. I said, how much have they cost on your service? He said, go for the standard service that was 60 quid. I thought, well, that's quite reasonable. So, and he's done a diploma in digital art, and he's put his degree on it. So, I think he'd do a good job, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a really good job. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's some of his work there. Oh, thanks. Yeah. You know, I just think something. I said to him, "Want it highly detailed if you was to blow it up, but it needs to be good enough when it's a little image." So I'll see how he goes.
Yeah. Totally. Let's have a look. So Tommy says there about short videos that people are doing has to be the same content as your channel, or just ruin a channel. Yeah. Very true, because I tried one, but I just a random fun thing, and then obviously that's why Night's Life. Richard says glad his channel isn't just reselling like mine. It's not just reselling. People like all sorts of mine: gaming, reselling, other types of non-reselling blogs. All sorts of people like to draw into that.
Lucy watches this gay bloke, and I don't know what he does. Honestly, I've got no idea. He does cleaning and freaking flour. I don't know. F knows what he does. It's just he does a bit of everything, and he's got 180,000 subscribers. In one of his videos, his video was released an hour. It had 79,000 views. I was thinking, I'm doing something wrong here.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm thinking, what?
He does cleaning and stuff. We're just watching him clean the sink and that. I do that.
All clean stuff.
Well, Andrew's tried that cleaning with Andrew.
Oh God, don't say Andrew on cleaning. God.
Well, that shows your side, apparently.
Yeah, geez. Or try cleaning his bloody office up. Yeah, tried mowing with Andrew, cleaning with Andrew, cooking with Andrew, drinking. Anything else, Andrew? Christ.
Do you know what? Like my shed. My shed is very junky at the minute. It's just because I've got so much stock. I've got loads to list.
Yeah.
It needs organising. But I look at people's videos. Some people got green screens, like some in the chat, Tommy. And I look at some of the videos of some of these resellers, and they're just as junky as mine as well. So I think it's the mentality of, because it's a working sort of reselling shed, you've got constant projects on the go. Constant.
Yeah, different things. Yeah.
Mine's a mess. Have a look at this.
Like I say, what?
It's this boxes and
There you go, folks.
piles of crap.
Room. There you go.
And that's just one room. I'm not going to show you my desk. I'm not going to show you my desk. That's too embarrassing.
Yeah, that's true, Andrew. Actually, next segment says Tommy, nothing works but drinking with Andrew. That's true, because you get like 1.4k views just drinking. And to be fair, Krillin pops in, and that's Krillin as he is.
I'd like to see how Chris Hayden done on his Dawn Till Dusk video. What his watch time was on that. That'd be interesting to see.
I don't know what his watch time was.
Yeah,
because there was a constant, 20 to 40 people at any one point that I went on.
That, yeah. I don't know exactly. If someone can go on Social Blade or something, can check it out.
Tommy, we're not fooled. It never changes. We always know there's a green screen.
Chris got 1k views on that, but I don't know what the actual watch time was. Must have been a hell of a lot, though.
That's what I was thinking. I just think I'm not. It's not competing. I'm just interested because that was a long old bloody time. He was nearly falling asleep. Yeah. Poor bloke, Yeah,
5 minutes off here for lunch. I haven't seen it for here. So, yeah. But I think he said he got 20 odd listings done. So, which is good.
I suppose I kind of like I could do more than that in an hour.
Well, yeah.
It's depending. Right, I said to Lucy, depending on what we've got, he's got clothes that takes considerable amount of time. Getting it right and taking all loads of photos and moving the camera. It does take time.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah.
As soon as you put it on the mannequin, you notice there's a freaking stain on it or something, and then you're like, "Oh bollocks!"
Very true. Yeah.
This is why I don't like clothing. I don't like this thing.
Yeah, I'm not. I do and I don't, but I've got to get into the mentality of being I'm going to do clothing.
Well, I sold a rugby shirt for £50 on Facebook today, which is pretty good.
Any particular team? Or?
Oh, did you know Packlink and eBay UPS is really cheap at the minute?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I saw your video, your short video.
Yeah, sure. I needed people to see it, because at the end of the day, we need to suck that offer up as much as possible because I
Yeah,
don't
we just get
think
in
in a
there,
few
yeah.
months
Yeah.
that's going to be there. We're not going to get
Yeah.
that again.
No,
Yeah.
not. No, definitely not.
And customers are raving reviews. I'm getting mega reviews because they're getting it much quicker than
Much quicker,
Raw
yeah.
Mail would. So they're well happy.
That's all right then. That's good.
Yeah, UPS. I'm quite happy with UPS.
Yeah.
UPS are really good. And the lady the other day gave me. She saw that. Well, it was raining, and I've now started shrink wrapping the parcels that are UPS and leaving them outside the front door. But I noticed the label got a bit wet, and she gave me a load of like plastic things, like a big bunch of them. She come back to me. I thought, what a nice lady, to do that.
I thought you couldn't send shrink wrap stuff UPS.
Well, she took it. Is that a thing? Is it? I've
Never
seen
used
it.
UPS for a while.
I have sent stuff with it on there anyway myself. I think it's okay as long as you completely tape it all up.
Yeah.
Oh no, I shrink wrap it, and then I do a tape all the way round so it's linked, and then one round the other side.
Right.
Probably okay. I think it's when it can unravel, basically, and it gets tangled.
Oh yeah, no, this shrink wrap I've got is sticky as hell. This is really sticky stuff. It clings on like a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sort of
it's the same stuff as I've got.
sort of stuff. Yeah, it's really sticky. It doesn't feel sticky, but as soon as you get it onto a
Oh, you
parcel,
put it on there. Yeah, it is.
it's really good.
Good stuff.
Yeah, no creases now.
And I found my favourite knife. This knife, a Stanley one. It's such a good knife. Changing the blade on these knives is a crappy task. You've got blades. It opens up like that, so you've got blades. Yeah, all times. It's not got that blade. You pull that one.
Mm-hmm.
You can put another blade in it with a hook for hooky sort of jobs.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So you got a two-pronged thing, and if you want to change it, it's just that little button, and you just pop the blade in.
That's quite simple to do. Yeah.
Well, cool. I lost it. It was at the bottom of a box, and some sticky crap had got on it. Like you've got things at the bottom of a box. One of the kids had chucked something in there, and it's freaking got all over everything. And I had it was at the back. I was like, yes, I got my knife back. I know it's stupid.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You find things, you Reseller, you find them later, yeah.
This is such a nice. I love this knife.
I must have about 10 of those knives dotted about. I always lose them. I end up having to go and buy another one.
Yeah, I know Steve and Steph used to do those, didn't they? Or was it Lonnie?
Yeah, well, Steve and Steph started it, and then Lonnie's took
a few years ago now, yeah.
I would get one of Lonnie's one, but it's too far for him to post it, really.
Yeah, I love. I call them Steph and Steph.
Fair enough.
Steph's on loose.
Recently.
I love her gift cards. She gets all them gift cards out of the bins or dumpsters, as they say, and she got $130 or something on that. I think flipping now.
Yeah, I know she gets some dumpster. Yeah, really good. Yeah. Apparently, Matt, wherever he's from, says he's got a Shed Flips knife. Let us know where you're from, though.
I think if someone could design the Stanley one like that with that thing that comes out, we'd be on a winner. Two-bladed, easy change with the blade in there and the thing. Oh,
Bill, your next project.
Yeah, well, no, believe it or not, I've been thinking about it.
Bill's murder weapon.
Yeah. A Stanley knife in the kitchen. Yeah.
All the blades, any blade that you buy is made in Sheffield. They're all made in Sheffield.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, very true, Neil. Yeah.
All the same company. It's all one company.
Yeah. Let's have a look in there. Michelle said about her post, she can't get it picked up in 2 days. Yeah, because obviously she's in America, so I hope so soon. But yeah, Dixon Side has popped in. Anybody having any issues with Hermes at the moment? One of my parcels hasn't tracked in 48 hours.
It's probably sitting in a warehouse somewhere.
Yeah, in there, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they can take a while to kick in, but all the stuff I dropped off earlier, I could have a quick look now, actually.
Yeah, it's probably as saying, it's sat in there. It does. It's still backlogging from after Christmas.
I'm seeing like delivered within 3 days or something.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that.
Yeah, all the ones have arrived at the hub.
Last time I sent one was
I've dropped them off today.
Christmas, but
ones I dropped off yesterday.
Yeah.
Have been delivered.
Oh, that's all right.
So that's like 1 day. Well, a couple of them have been delivered, not all of them.
And I've given it a few days, Dixon Side, and then obviously phone them up or how you can get them, hold of them.
But sometimes they can take a while for the tracking to show up. Try putting the tracking into Hermes World. There's a couple of different websites. Type it.
Yeah.
You can go to my Hermes.
To get from obviously where Lonnie lives to Matt, it must have cost a lot.
You can type in the Hermes number into my Hermes, or you can type into Hermes World. You get 2 different tracking things and different more detail, you see. So try it on a different one. It might show up as being at the hub or in
Andrew, that's very true. We had it not on a ball game. We had it on a football shirt. We had it knocking around for ages, like sitting on. It was on the sofa, and then it fell down the back of the sofa, and it was on the floor. We had to wash it. Yeah, but it wasn't needing wash. You just needed a wipe. Well, anyways, I looked on the eBay, and it was worth 130 quid.
Yeah, I know. I found a thing like that. I should list that.
Yeah, so I listed it and we ended up getting about £100 for it. And I only paid 40 quid for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's weird. 1 minute you think that's only worth a certain amount, and then obviously a few months later it's like, shit.
Do you ever get the point when you do research at the car boot sale, you look on your phone and you find out it's worth something?
Yeah, as long as you get a signal.
You look again, and it's like completely different. And it's basically
you've only got 0.01 second research, otherwise it's gone.
I think it's the time, isn't it, that you quickly
scruffing through. Yeah,
I'm sure there's also difference in the results on your phone and also the results on the computer as well. I'm sure there's a bit of a difference.
Yeah,
it shows different stuff.
I sent him a nice message to the eBay admin team today.
I see Dave's one.
I sent him a nice message. I said, "Come on, guys, what are you playing at? You've got the old site and the new site. It's not like it's been there for a few months. It's been like that for years, and you've still got What wound me up is in coding on websites is if you go onto messages on your like if you go to my messages on my eBay, at the top where your feedback is, there's still the power seller logo.
Yeah, you see that sometimes.
Yeah, I see quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but what they've done is they've made it on the messages now. Instead of removing that bit of code, it only takes a few lines of code to be removed. They made the power seller logo as transparent. I mean, come on, you've got to,
It's called eBay being lazy.
It is lazy code.
You should imagine what the GTA 5 code it might be like. That's a nightmare. It's because you got to patch everything. Constantly patch it. The problem is the more changes you make, the more room for error of breaking something completely different. So if you can make the change with the least possible alteration, it's less likely to cause another problem.
True.
So there's all sorts of bodges when
this is why people of like car manufacturers, they're starting to go to the point of they're doing over-the-air updates on the cars because Tesla have done it. So they're doing it, Audi are doing it, Merc are doing it, and it's a clever idea, because you can. Tesla owners have said from their 2019 to now, their car was a totally different car from when they started because they've done updates on it.
I think I watched a YouTube video and somebody had done the update overnight or something and got in the car the next day and it drove completely different to what it did the day before.
Yeah.
They make tiny improvements all the time on the Teslas that they've gone from you've gone from a standard car to a brilliant car in 3 years. You never get that.
But the problem is, it could also go from a really good car again to a really crappy car.
A lot of the Tesla owners have said that some bloke said his screen done an update. His screen went dead, and he didn't know how fast he was going. You know, that's a bit of a nightmare in its situation. But he said,
you don't know how fast you're going to go.
The Tesla thing, he only had to go 5 miles. He went to the Tesla centre. They took the car in. They apologised. They give him another Tesla for a loaner, and they said when it's ready, we'll give you a call. I'm really sorry, and they'll sort it out. You know,
that's a good thing. That's what you need to do, really. Yeah,
that's really good, I think.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, I make my car a bit better. I'll give you a bit of a dent. There you go.
Well, you crashed it.
I've done a few times. No, not recently. You're nick here and there. Oh, what was that then? No, I've got the door because I've got like a 2006 Ford Fiesta, and one of the doors has got a little bit of a dent in it because some idiot crashed into it, but backed into it, and obviously I didn't realise it was a couple of years ago now. It's fine.
You haven't sorted it.
The best thing you can fit to a car is a tow bar, even if you don't do any towing.
Oh, you don't you bastard, right? Because I just literally, I've gone to we go down a hill the other day, and I got a bit too. I was listening to Three Counties freaking radio and someone nabbing on about something. I was concentrating on what they were saying. And I didn't put the brakes on in time and their tow bar went through my freaking grill.
Right, man.
Luckily, it was fine. You know, my car was buggered. The grill's buggered.
But their car was fine, wasn't it?
Their car was fine, yeah. So now, when a pigeon hits the grill, gets stuck in the grill. I don't have to pull it out now. Oh, it's horrible.
That reminds me. I used to have a classic Mini. You know, it has the chrome grill on the front.
Yeah, the chrome.
I hit a bird once, and that sort of got wedged in the grill. So I had to pick it out with a stick at the side of the road. It was pretty horrible.
I saw a really bad sight today when I picked the installation up. There was a deer on the side of the road, and it had hit, and its head had flung off somewhere. It was headless. Oh, you saw all of its like bits hanging out of its neck area.
Man.
I'll just put you off now.
Yeah, for life.
Cooked it for your dinner. Put it on a barbecue.
Yeah.
Smoking.
Dave, Dave says, do we have, even guys, do you have accountants or do you do self-assessment, and how hard is it to keep records of ingoings and outgoings? I don't have an accountant, but I do it myself. It's not too hard.
It's not hard.
I've been doing it a few years, so.
I use QuickBooks. I do it all myself. I use QuickBooks. I'm thinking about doing a spreadsheet, to be honest with you.
You don't even need QuickBooks. You just can. As long as you've got Excel. Some people go to Google Sheets and do it on there.
Yeah.
You know,
well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about doing that. The reason I use QuickBooks over anything else is the mileage tracker. So when I go to the post office, it just tracks the mileage.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So
surely
get apps that do that for you.
Surely, if you go to the post office, that's a standard measurement from your house to the post office, yeah?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking about doing, is just having
Why
having
don't
the button in the spreadsheet, just click, I've been there today, and it will just add it automatically.
Add it all the way through, yeah.
Why don't you just put the bill in for the petrol or the diesel instead of doing the mileage?
No, you're better off doing the mileage.
Don't know. I've just done the bills because I get crappy cars, and the crappy cars need expensive parts, and then they go through the accounting.
No.
You got the plus and the minuses.
Yeah. If you do your petrol receipts, you can put through your servicing and your.
You could do it mileage, or you could do it actuals. You know, you could do do both ways. It's the way you want to do it. But Excel, I've done it for years. I've done it Xero. I've done QuickBooks. I've done Sage. I've done Excel, and I always default back to Excel because it's so simple. Doing like rows of stuff, you could just visualize it.
That's what I do. Yeah, Excel.
Auto sum at the end. Do little calculations on the same sheet. You can make the sheets massive and have loads of different information on them. So easy, and just save it with mum.
Accounts and who pops in? Mr. QuickBooks himself. Straight in. Yeah.
See, I mean, the main reason I use QuickBooks is for the mileage.
Right, can you not get a mileage app? Is there not an app for mileage?
Yeah, you can, but like you say, most of my mileage is to the parcel shop or to a boot sale. It's always the same one.
Yeah, pilot.
It's always the same one. So
5 miles there, 5 miles back. You know, whatever it is.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of doing it all through a spreadsheet for this. I didn't want to do it halfway through a tax year, you see. So I think come April I'm going to do it.
Yeah, but I've done it before where I've been halfway through a tax year. I thought I've had enough of this software. Right, I'm launching it. I'm going back to Excel. So you can export your stuff out into CSV.
Yeah, I know I could, but I'd just rather do it.
No, that's right. It's up to you. It's the way you want to do it. But as I say, so it's so. I mean, I buy Microsoft Office. I think it's £100 or something. It's something. I don't know. You could buy it outright for £100, and sits on the computer. And we use the Word, the Excel all the time. The email Outlook, I use that all the time with the calendar. That connects with Google.
Yeah, I use Google Photos, Google Sheets. I use all of that because it's just so much. It's just always there, isn't it? So
it's very true. Yeah,
Aaron, they can't force you to use their way of working. They can't force you to do anything. Like they can't force you to have a vaccine. If you want to do it that way, as long as you produce the end result, that doesn't matter how you get there. There's no way they could probably force limited companies or PLCs because you know, but small time self-employment, I could probably hands down guarantee you're never going to get a question mark on the way you do stuff. You know, you only have to keep it for 6 years. The books you can shred them after 6 years, or I do a little bonfire at the back.
That's right, that's a bonfire, yeah.
Have a bonfire. It's never going to be retrieved after it's been in the bonfire, is it?
If my parents read their stuff, I have to. Yeah.
No, they can't force you to do anything. It's not in the law. There's no law, so there's simple. If it was in law, then yes. But is that in law? No. It's not in law. They can't force an accounting option on a self-employed person unless they put it in law.
Let's have a look. Oh, there's a question to Derek.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, okay. A question to Tatpeddler.
Oh,
you asked Cyberpunk.
Oh, that's the game that.
Yeah, the game 2027 or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably just had to rush it out, I guess, and it had some.
Yeah, I know it's quite a lot things about
I mean,
it. Yeah.
I remember back in the day going back to, basically this was before you could do it all online. It was literally a guy on a motorbike used to get the master disc and courier it to Sony's headquarters. And I remember going home once, and I was laying in bed thinking, no, something. I didn't do this right, and I had to go back in, go back in, fix it. And the guy was ready to pick it up like 6 a.m. the next day or something. So many things get added in right at the last minute, and it's probably the same sort of thing here. You get a point to patch it and stuff, but if you end up trying to patch something, you break something else, it can really screw things up.
Yeah, very true. I've not played that, but obviously
depends on the QA. I mean, QA department must be pretty crap if they didn't pick up on various things. I don't know a huge amount about it all, but it's probably just poor workmanship.
Probably is, yeah.
But are they all working from home? And that's
that's very
probably
true.
they're probably all watching bloody Netflix whilst they should
not
be
watching
testing
PVP
the game.
That'd be nice.
It's probably a lot of it.
Stu's got a good one. Just remember, cash is tax-free. You don't have to account for that.
Nice. Yeah, very true.
This is what, right, I'm going to tell you something here. George Osborne, was an exchequer, weren't he?
Yeah.
Right, so you'd think he's the top accountant of the country at that time, yeah?
Wait,
He was doing, once he'd done his being the exchequer, he was charging 200 and something quid each person coming into his so-called digital tax thing. It was a freaking how to get round the tax system loophole. It was him telling you. Yeah, it was. I couldn't believe it that a man like that could be telling BBC done the panorama thing or something. It was years ago. They done a panorama. I don't know if it was George Osborne. It was one of them, one of the exchequers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might be wrong. I think it was George Osborne. I can't think. Yeah, I can remember his face. Might be little face,
I don't know. You're probably right because kind of all at it anyway. Politicians.
I think what's the point? I mean, yes, you have to submit it online as a digital record. That's fine. And I do all my receipts via One Tap receipts that I've got a video on. A bit of a plug there, and you can use the link and you can get a free trial, and I'll get a little bit of a bum. That's nice. But no, I wouldn't recommend it unless I use it, and it's really good. And the thing is, if they wanted to see my receipts, they could see it digitally. They just go say, "What's that receipt?" I could just tap it in my phone, send it to them. As long as it's digital, and as long as I put my figures in digital, I could, if I wanted to. I mean, I've dealt with lots of old accountants, and some of them even writing cash books. They still use books, like proper accounting books.
Yeah,
they still use account. You're telling me all them old accountants, you're going to force them to use a digital system? Bollocks! You're not going to. No, it's never going to happen. I could put money on that.
Fair enough.
Isn't there something like if you're VAT registered, don't you have to do it in a certain way? And that's what he's talking about. Like
VAT registered, yeah. But accounting, you could do accounting out how you want to.
Yeah, but wait, I think as far as I understand it, what he's saying is that in a few years' time, whatever you have to do for VAT registration now will be the sort of the same system as what we do now for non-VAT registered people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think let's just hold off speculating how it's going to go, because we have a new government time it all gets implemented. And they might take it.
Yeah.
Look, right, think of Donald Trump. Yeah, he's done all these things. And what's his name?
Biden.
Biden. He's going to undo everything he's done. So what's the point?
Good.
Yeah.
I saw that today, yeah, getting inaugurated.
Oh, Derek spot on. There we go. Aaron said, yeah, but I don't think they're going to force the small-time reseller, to do it this way. You must do it. It's illegal. We're going to put you in prison for it. No, they tried that with the TV license, and they're getting that stripped off them as well.
Yeah.
But they'll be able to force
us as well. So
they'll be able to force us in a way, won't they? Because
I get they don't want to accept a paper return. I'm not saying that. They can't force you to use a compliant software.
Unless they supply it. Unless they can sort of say, this is the HMRC QuickBooks.
This is the exact
free.
They're never going to do it. Their website has been in so-called beta for 10 years. Beta for 10 years.
I wouldn't put past anyone to do anything, really.
I do sort of agree with you that they probably, I don't know, it will take a long time, but I think eventually they probably will enforce it. The same as they enforce all sorts of things to be digital. I mean, you can't.
Yeah, there's always something you got to read into.
There's certain things you can't do now that you could do years ago. You have to do it online now.
Right, I'm going to say to the government, if I have to do my tax return digitally, then the DVLA has to do everything else digitally then. Because I had to send a postal order and pay £6 to get a new logbook.
You can do that sort of stuff online now.
No, you can't.
You
can't. It was a check on a postal order.
I bought a new car recently, and I even logged that as a new owner online.
Oh, no, that's fine. But if you change address, if you want to change address on the logbook and get a new logbook, then you have to do a postal order.
Yeah, but that will change. That's probably just that system.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, unless they go fully online with everything else, then why should they force me to do everything they want? You can't preach to the choir unless you're doing it yourself.
Yeah, I know, but certain things will.
Yeah, everything evolves.
Stages. They can't do it all at once.
Yeah.
Andrew, DVLA has nothing to do with HMRC. I didn't say that. The end of their website is .gov. That's government. At the end of the day, the buck stops with the Prime Minister. And if he says that goes that way, that's the way it's going. This is going to be in the Bill's beef on Peter Ray's channel now. I didn't want it to go like this.
Don't worry. Just put a YouTube video about it. There you go. 1 million views right there. It's fair enough. I don't know. It always evolves, to be honest. And you just got to deal with what it is.
Don't worry, folks.
I've got a personal number plate on my car, right? And I've had it for about 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And every single car, apart from the new one I've got, I've had to go to the local DVLA centre and wait in a queue for like half a day to get it transferred. And you couldn't do it online. So I had to go and do this. Now I can do it online and it's instant. I can change my insurance instantly on my online portal. Didn't have to speak to anyone, didn't it? Actually didn't even cost anything. That's just how things move along. So the same will happen with the tax. It will be
maybe, but pigs may fly, Derek. It's simple. Unless they go fully online, I'm not going fully online. I mean,
but
to be fair, I prefer
certain things online, like they do. They've started doing you can submit your tax return online, can't you?
Oh no.
So that's like the first sort of stage, and then you'll get
what Aaron is saying is they're going to force you to use a compliant software that links to their HMRC server. That's where they want to be. They're never going to get to that. I can guarantee they'll never get to it. I could put a wager down the bookies, and I'm going to win that.
I could sort of see what you mean. I think they've got to either provide something themselves for you to do it.
Yeah. And
they can't force you to subscribe to QuickBooks because it's not a free service, but they could provide something on the HMRC to.
They're not going to, because they can't even do their own
Right.
website that's in beta for 10 years.
Yeah,
And they spent, how much did they spend on coronavirus app? Look how much balls up that was.
yeah. Yeah, I get the feeling it will come eventually, though. It's just a matter of time.
Maybe. They've got to get the
It'll be a
broadband.
while, but yeah.
What if you haven't got broadband? You live, say, like I'm Derek, and I've not got a phone line, and I don't want a phone line, but I want to be a reseller.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose
That's the point.
if you look on your TV license, there's always that little bit
Mhm.
where you can send a postal order, or you can send the cash through the postal, or something like that. There's always like something for that sort of person, But that will be like the exception, won't it?
I think I'll be dead before that happens. I'll be brutally honest. We'll all be dead before that happens.
Well, the government, like, if we refuse to do it, the government might put a hit on you.
Yeah, it's true.
We're not Russian.
Well, you never know the Russians.
Shazad,
All they send Andrew round.
the slapdash people, because I've been a boss and I've been on the level of the employee, and I've worked my way up to being a boss, and I've had a team of people. I tell it to the people exactly how it is. You're going to find that I'm blunt as hell.
Yeah, we noticed. Oh dear. What's the time? I have to end the stream in a sec anyway. Let's get to that point in the evening where it's getting.
Aaron's right.
11 o'clock.
They're not going to make. I mean, Excel will come compliant then. An Excel CSV export will be. Alexa just woke up.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Alexa doesn't agree with Bill.
Alexa's hanging.
No, but if Aaron says that it's already being used for that,
Well, yeah.
then, and that's all live now, so all your arguments could
Yeah, but
be
that's
used for that, couldn't it?
but that is a clawable, and there's so many. The tax system, the VAT tax system is flawed, completely flawed, and and no one could disagree with that. It wouldn't be flawed if it was a perfect system. Then people will get away with tax avoidance, and that's true. That's me holding a knife there. I'm going to cut you up. If you don't.
It says Stu Mandry says, Alexa, is Bill talking bollocks?
Wait for it.
No, it didn't work.
The only thing you can do here, Alexa, turn off office lights. There we go.
Wow.
How cool is that?
That's a new series.
Alexa, turn on office lights. Hey!
Hey, there we go.
Oh, very good, Alexa.
We now know what you spend all your day doing in the shed.
Yeah, on and off.
The lights going off and on.
All it is
That's
is
a
smart
rave.
plugs.
Bill's
Smart
raving.
plugs. That's all it is. It's no different. They're so cheap. Smart plugs on Amazon.
Yeah.
You get a pack for 40 quid.
That's actually quite a good idea, because I've got a light in my shed out there, and it's just plugged in. If I want to turn it off, I've literally got to pull the plug out. So that would actually be quite useful, because in my office I could, like, the lights on now, I've got to go out there.
Yeah,
So I could just say, Alexa, turn the lights off.
Yeah, no, yeah. It won't do it. You have to say the keyword.
All right, got a safe word, though.
I've got the floodlight as well. The floodlight. It's Alexa,
Yeah.
turn on the floodlight. And the floodlight's on. You can't see it, obviously, but the floodlight's on.
Oh, yeah, we can sort of guess. Yeah.
It's handy because I've got the Alexas in most rooms, and we have the radios on them. They're brilliant for radios all day, and and commanding her to do things.
Yeah, I've got the Google Home. I've got Google Home. I haven't got any Alexas.
Yeah, no, Alexas are good.
Yeah.
That's right,
In
Neil.
the chat.
Office lights.
Right. Nothing else. There's nothing else in the chat.
Let's chop. I'll ask her, shall I? Alexa, where's my sales?
Here are your top Amazon offers. Soundproof 2 wireless earbuds, Bluetooth V5.2 headphones, wireless earphones with Qualcomm. With £20.99 after £9 in savings.
She's trying to sell me something.
That.
No,
was that last time you brought something?
22nd of
Don't say
January.
order. No.
You can say how to basket.
No.
Or
Alexa, run away.
No.
Anyway, on that glorious note,
Alexa, turn off office lights.
5 to
I'm turning
11.
it off now.
Yeah, everyone's wake up in the morning, do reselling
This one
or
was the
wherever you
best
are.
one. In all the first generation thing, it's got paint over it. But the one thing I like is you could do the sound on the top like that instead of pressing a button like that for the sound.
Yeah.
I mean, you could ask her, but sometimes it's not convenient. You know, if you're in a conversation with someone, you just want to turn that down. You don't want to say Alexa this and Alexa that, do you?
No.
That's very true, because someone could be called Alexa.
Go, gadget, go!
Yeah, it definitely is. That's great.
Go, gadget, go!
Yep. All right. So, cheers everyone for popping on. Derek and Bill, as I always do with guests, put the links to their channels in the description below and the comments. Do go and follow LB Retro and Tatpeddler for quality reselling content. And as I say, like, share, and subscribe. And if
give it a thumbs up, everyone.
Content.
Thumbs up.
I say just popping on and to chat here. Leave a comment down below if you want a question. You can pop over to my Instagram or Facebook page in the description below. And yeah, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you later. Take care.